Are you one and done? That's what we're talking about this week on Hard Facts. Hi, I'm Samantha Cunningham Zawilinski, and this week on Hard Facts, I want to talk about how you can make sure, even if most of your customers will only interact with you one time, whether it's purchasing or utilizing your service, how you can make sure you're not one and done. What I'm talking about here is, for example, let's say you're a real estate agent. Sure, a person may purchase many homes over the course of their life, and they may purchase them with you. However, there is not a common, in most cases, consistent purchase process. So you are not upgrading to a home in 2 years like you may a vehicle or a recurring service. So here, how are you creating a conversation with your customers to make sure you are not one and done, to make sure that you are showing them you are now becoming part of their life, part of their community, and utilizing their network to increase your sales? So how do we do this? So often when we think about who we reward and who we engage with, a lot of the times as a business we think, who made us the most money? Who spent the most money with us? And then we think about how we engage and reciprocate value to those people. But I would actually caveat that with the thought of, who can we influence and who can we use to build our network? So a couple ways we can approach this. Sure, you can go after your most valuable clients because you want to make sure that you're on their list if they were to call you again for your product or your service. But also, how are we socially listening? So for example, do you have part of your workflow where once a week or once a month you take a look at the different clients that you've done business with? Hopefully you have a process in place, and we've talked about this in past Hard Facts episodes, where you are going to become part of their community, their network, their social presence. So you're going to friend them and follow them on social networks, where you go and you take a listen and take a look at who is tweeting or posting different things on social media, and you pick out a couple of individuals to, for example, send them something. So an example would be if Kurt was a client of mine, and let's say he purchased a product from me, I purchased a service of mine, and this month I'm jumping online, I'm going to say, I'm gonna pick 5 customers, I'm gonna look at their social profiles, and I'm gonna pick something that really means something to him. And Kurt's talking all about how he loves, Kurt, what's something you love? Camping, okay. So he loves camping, and he's talking about how he's planning this big trip with his family. He's got a young daughter at home. So now I say, what can I do to make an impression on Kurt's life and make an impression about the experience not only he had with me when he purchased, but now that he's talking about me, now he's gonna be putting content out there. So I send Kurt a kit of 10 things he can do with his young baby girl while they're camping, because I don't know about you guys, but you've got to keep the kids entertained or it is miserable. So now I send him this package. A couple of benefits I'm going to get here. One, I'm going to be showing Kurt appreciation, I'm extending my network, and I'm listening to what he's doing socially. So it is extra relevant to his lifestyle. A couple of things I would maybe hope would come from this is Kurt would say thank you. Number 2 would be he would share this socially as well. But 3 is really I'm working and utilizing this for word of mouth. Because what happens when you do something for somebody or somebody does something for you? You talk about it. So now Kurt is going to talk to his wife, obviously, because she's going to see that this gift was received, and they're going to talk to whomever they went camping with about it. And all of these pieces build, and they build your network. So now that next lead I get could very well be from Kurt's network, because I took this one action after having listened to what he was putting out there socially. All right, we've gone camping. The next idea I want to give you is getting together for some pie. So if you are a maybe one and done type business, or really this applies to everybody, somebody who wants to give their customers an experience, have an interaction with them, and really have that, hey, we're family this holiday season idea. And it's great all year long, but I don't know about you, I always think about what kind of dessert or what kind of pie is going to be at Thanksgiving or Christmas or the upcoming holidays. So for example, if you were, let's say, a real estate agent, or even if you were an accountant, for example, you could have a program where every holiday season you give out pies to your existing customer base. An opportunity here would be you could actually partner, or maybe you have a client who is a bakery. You could partner with them to purchase the pies with them, but I will give you this recommendation. As much as you can, if you can afford to extend yourself in this capacity or your team, I would do this. What I'm talking about is I would be there. I would make it a day, a time, a window in which your customers get to come, pick up the pie of their choice, or the pie that you're giving out, and they get to interact with you. It is not just, hey, here is a coupon for a free pie. It's been great working with you over the years. It is to get that one-on-one interaction, to say, hey, it's so great to see you. It's been a while. How is your house on Morrow Road? Or, hey, it's been so great to see you. I know we'll be talking soon. How are the kids? It's that opportunity to become part of their life, part of the relationship, build, talk about what's going on. When you engage with people, you learn things and you can listen and ask questions. So for example, if I fell into that real estate bucket, I would be asking questions about what's going on in my client's life. I would be able to use this now and in the future. And I'm also getting in front of them. So what are the chances that they have a family friend or a family member who may be looking for my services, or I can make a recommendation for? Again, it's all about building a network, but also creating an experience that people resonate and identify you and your business with. The goal here is to create a conversation, an opportunity to engage and continue to build your referral network, your customer network, and provide your customers with an experience. I gave you the pie idea, but what about if you changed that? So you were doing this periodically throughout the year. You got your customers' birthdays, and instead of giving them pies around the holidays, you sent them a birthday cake or a dozen cupcakes to say happy birthday, share with your friends and family, thinking about you this time of year. All of these are just opportunities to, again, engage and create a conversation. But I would say, think about what currently exists within your business. Do you have the ability to afford this? Do you have the desire to spend the man hours to manually be in all of these places? That's gonna be really important before you start any of these initiatives. There are a ton of ways you can do this that cost you only your time. For example, where we were doing the social listening and the camping example, and I sent Kurt some camping gear. I can take that same premise, and instead of me sending him camping gear, I can engage with him on social platforms about camping, a shared experience, a helpful article, a resource. So now I am still building that relationship and growing that conversation. It's just costing me my time, not any additional money outside of what I'm already doing within my business and marketing initiatives. So I challenge you, think about how you can create and extend the experience you're giving your customers currently, and how you can make sure you're engaging them throughout the year to build your network and change the year ahead. That's it. That's this week's episode of Hard Facts. If you got a question, topic, or strategy you'd like me to cover, feel free to drop a line below, shoot me a DM, or give me a call. I'd love to hear from you and cover it in an upcoming episode of Hard Facts.